What's going on, boys?
Oh, yo, video it? Oh, sorry.
Try to get it pretty close. We'll see. We'll see if we got it close. Looking back like worried? I ain't that worried.
That was textbook.
We were getting, yeah, it was textbook illegal blocking.
No,
the whole fucking point of the rule is you can't open up for the corner.
Just because I locked the brakes up right into his lane a little
there
bit
it
on
is.
entry.
There it is. See, he knows how to finesse
it.
it.
Guess who still got the win?
Yeah,
No, there was
it got overruled. The top guy of the race day got overruled.
This redhead kid is blind. Oh, I don't even know this guy.
Listen, I came back from Europe last year. I'm just trying to have fun. Trying to pump myself up and enjoy the time. Makes me happy. I lost $5 on Connor Zillich today too.
Oh, what'd you bet $5 on Zillich for?
I said Levy was going to beat him in happy hour and we lost.
I'm pulling double duty, beverage manager and driver.
How'd the driver do today?
Not good.
How'd the beverage manager do today?
First place.
All right, so Newcastle, KA, you show up, you and Aaron make a bet.
Yep.
Explain to the fans, what was the bet?
So Aaron and I were roommates a couple of years ago, and so we decided, like, well, I jokingly texted him actually, just like, all right, let's, like, if I win, or if I beat you, you're gonna have to shave your head or get a haircut or something, because his hair was atrociously long and needed a haircut. So that's how that kind of started. But he couldn't figure out anything to bet against me because I have no shame and I'm willing to do anything. So eventually it turned into him saying, all right, if I beat you, you have to go jump in the lake in your underwear from the trailer. And if I beat him, he had to get a mullet.
I ended up starting the pre-final in 25th and Austin started in 59th. I think the kart was faster than the 29th that I ended up finishing, but we shredded up a seat in the pre-final, didn't realize it until it was too late, so the seat was moving and stuff, and I just got up to 22nd but fell back pretty soon afterwards, and Austin made a great drive from 59th up to 31st. And he came off the track right behind me and he said, hey, you should cut your hair anyways because I got up to right behind you from last place. And I was like, I'll think about it. I'm not sure, I'll think about it, but you still have to go jump in the lake. For that performance and the performance on track, I'll get a mullet. So we walked over to the Farber's mom. Sunday even faster than before. The racing stripes really gave us some speed. And yeah, and then I ended up running into somebody. So that's just the end of that weekend.
Friends now.
Everybody's friends.
Yeah.
There's no beef at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because I'm not racing anymore. Usually I cause some.
So what would be your advice to someone? How do you cause in a good way?
You don't need to cause it should be happening. You should be desiring a win so bad that Ryan Norberg's just not going to get it today, whether that's a little forceful or not.
Still no screaming? Because I've heard even when you guys are winning, you sometimes get into a Brandon.
Oh, we do that. We've eaten, when Coach used to do the pizza for fast time, we've eaten the pizza and yelled at each other because we wanted to make the go-kart quicker, and I thought one way and he thought the other way. Yeah, we do that at times,
Yeah.
but it's, I don't know, him and I just have a strong desire to win.
Yeah.
And losing isn't an option.
Well,
Right?
yeah.
Like if I was the guy that was having to go against him all the time, that's what I'd roll into every weekend feeling like.
Whatever it took.
Especially if there's money on the line.
Yeah. And
Money changes everything.
there's a lot of money on the line too.
Got gas to put in my truck.
I do a lot for
I
$5,000.
do many things for $5,000. In many different forms.
The cheese capital of the world, Road America, set and ready for the third round of the 2021 United States Pro Kart Series season. Temperatures just at 70 degrees here, sunny skies, a beautiful day for racing here in July.
I think it's going to be a tough race. I think the RPG guys, like all the turning carts, are pretty quick, so.
You know, Norberg's been pretty quick. Village is also quick. Everyone in front of him is quick. Made a few changes to the car.
I got the game to do it.
Stuff in there.
Yeah, it's just like any other race. You know, you want to go out there and put some laps together.
Norberg, Massimino, Cicero, Zilish, your first two rows. DeTulio rounds your top five. We are on the power. Green flag is up and we're away down the front straightaway. Ryan Norberg with a nice jump as the field jockeys down to the inside in turn number one. Good start for Norberg here. He's got about a couple kart lengths back to Massimino, who has slipped into second on the opening lap. Cicero has fallen a little bit further backwards, but a good start for the outside lane. That gap quickly opening up here in the early couple laps. Ryan Norberg has been notoriously quick on cold tires here this season. That's where he was able to get the big gap in Utah. He's got nearly a second to work with as they battle for second. Cicero to the inside, and the senior pro class rookie now leads a hungry train. Massimino down to third, able to try and minimize the damage. Meanwhile, Brandon Jarczyk, Hannah Greenemeyer have already picked off a number of cars. They are clawing their way up the grid here, have gotten through the back 10 or so. Still a long way to go to the front of the pro class, but these drivers have some clean air. We'll get to see where the lap times fall and if they deserve to be up with the top three. Speaking of top three, Massimino and Cicero have pulled away, and oh, John Burke nearly sideways. How in the world did he save that? John Burke was absolutely full opposite lock, both directions, right in front of Thomas Annunziata. What a save! Nathaniel Cicero and Paulie Massimino are starting to put in some solid lap times. They have closed the gap a little bit to Ryan Norberg. It's now down to only about 4 kart lengths as Connor Zilish is starting to come into view. The Nitro Kart driver closing in on the top 3 altogether. He has been running some of the fastest lap times of the main event thus far. Great run in the works for the 372, who has been kind of silent this weekend. Brandon Jarczyk's march forward continues. He's pulled away a little bit from Hannah Greenemeyer. Both drivers lurking in on the top 10. The reigning number 1, the previous national champion of the US Pro Kart Series, is trying to salvage what has been a rough day. He has caught them now. Brandon Jarczyk inside and got it on Thomas Annunziata. Now goes to work on the 311 of Colin Warren. Back up front, Connor Zilish is fully on the bumper, looking inside and in the final corner. Zilish is onto the podium. He's by on Massimino. Tucks his head behind the wheel. They try to lock on to Cicero. They're only 2 kart lengths back. It is a 4-driver party. Ryan Norberg, Nathaniel Cicero, Connor Zilish, Paulie Massimino, all up front, and they have gone by Cicero, Zilish, and Massimino second and third. All that shuffling has given Ryan Norberg a much bigger lead than what he had before, and now Alex Stanfield is even closing in on second, third, and fourth. It is the 348, more than a second out in front, and Ryan Norberg is set to try and take his third main event win in the last 5 on the tour. So it is now Zilish, Massimino, Cicero, still all nose to tail. Alex Stanfield is still a little ways back. He has been closing in on all 3 of them, and they are only matching Norberg now after the passes. Brandon Jarczyk trying to get him another one. Here he is on Arias Duke Medjin, inside and clear. Same corner where he got Annunziata a couple laps prior, and Brandon Jarczyk is another spot closer to the top 5. What a great and well-composed drive, matching that of Saturday last year for him. All the while, Ryan Norberg's lead continues. It is holding at that 1-second barrier. Zilish, now Cicero, having gone by Massimino for third. They are in that new order with Stanfield only 2 kart lengths away. Massimino back on Cicero with just a couple laps to go. Cicero to fourth, Massimino is third. Brandon Jarczyk trying to get a couple more before the line. Here he goes on to Tullio and is through. Brandon Jarczyk on the Parallel North America driver as the white flag is in the air. Ryan Norberg has been absolutely perfect all day long. Pole in qualifying, the pre-final win, and out of the final corner, it's win number 3 on the year for Ryan Norberg.
A little mid-race mistake hindered my results from someone else, but it is what it is, and I think we have good speed for tomorrow, and I'm ready to come back at it.
From a cold streak, we're on a hot streak now. That's 3 weekends, 3 dubs, man.
Yes, sir. It's been a good one. I mean, last year here we were terrible, so it's good to get a little redemption from last week last year. But I don't know, man, it's good. You get the cart rolling, you get to feeling good. You believe that you can cross the line first, you start crossing the line first. It's just the way it is.
Sweet. Well, on to tomorrow. Got to back it up, right?
Yes, sir. And I would like to say I did say that Nate was going to be fast.
Back again here on Sunday, and it seems like the same story as yesterday. Everybody's been chasing Ryan Norberg all weekend. Be doing so once again here in the main event as the RPG Cosmic driver will start from the pole.
You know, we have speed, but so does everybody else today.
Found a lot of pace today, so I'm really happy. Team's been really happy with the car and how it's performing, so now we just got to execute and finish top 2, I'm hoping.
I'm in a good spot for the final, so hopefully I can do something with it and come out with a win.
Got some speed, just got to get through the start clean, make sure I keep my nose clean too, and I should be there at the end.
Hopefully no chaos in the first corner, put together a good first half of the race, and hopefully go for the kill in the end.
Similar weather conditions to yesterday here, high of about 70 degrees, sunny skies, just a couple clouds in the air. As the field comes into the tram lines, Brandon Jarczyk with a better viewing point from yesterday joins Norberg on the front row, and we're green. Good start here. Norberg brings the train down to the inside lane. Let's see if everybody can make it through the first turn chicane. Thomas Annunziata and Finnegan Bailiff through the grass, along with Chase Park, all picking up a couple spots here. Annunziata came from the back of the field. He had an issue in the pre-final. He's up into 6th, I believe, as Norberg leads. Jarczyk second, and indeed, Thomas Annunziata, a big-time improvement through the grass that might trigger a penalty. Ryan Norberg is already out to a 0.5 of a second margin here at the end of lap number 1. Got the whole shot off the green, but has been very good in the opening couple laps to build a margin that keeps him out of the drafting window. And that's now made it a fight for second. Here comes Brandon Tyner. He's through. Brandon Jarczyk down to third. Duke Medjin is lurking there in fourth, and he has gone by as well. So Arias Duke Medjin up to P3. Connor Zilish back down to P5 here as he's trying to work his way up the order once again. More battling throughout. It is a mad skirmish, all from second on back. Jarczyk still right there on Duke Medjin. There he goes. That'll be for third. Jarczyk back onto the podium. Arias Duke Medjin in the new Trinity Karting Group colors for the Kart Republic driver. P4. Actually, that P4 now belongs to Jarczyk. Now it's about to belong to Connor Zilish. Duke Medjin went right back on by Jarsakrak at the top of the hill. Zilich followed the next corner, and just like that, the national number 1 down to P5 with Paulie Massimino, his former teammate, lurking in the 6th position. They are still all over the 306 of Arias Duke Medjin, with now Zilich looking to challenge over in turn 4, and he got by this lap as well. So Connor Zilich into 3rd, Brandon Tyner just up the road there in 2nd, and Brandon Jarsakrak was able to go with him. So Duke Medjin, just as quickly as he keeps going forward, is now back in the 6th spot as Massimino is well. Brandon Tyner is unfortunately not making too much headway on his RPG teammate in Ryan Norberg, and if he's not careful, this pack behind him will start to hunt him down. Connor Zilich again came in late on Saturday. He is doing the same thing. He's only 2 kart lengths back now from the 369, the Texan-based driver. Biggs Tyner trying to hang on. Zilich, half a kart back now into the inside. He's got 2nd. Here comes Jarsakrak as well. He'll take a look at him, and that moves Brandon Tyner down to 3rd. Jarsakrak has gone by. Tyner now trying to fight him. He'll go back on Jarsakrak and fight for the 3rd spot, as Ryan Norberg's lead is over a 2nd. Then it's Zilich, Tyner, Jarsakrak now down to 6th. He's the one that's got shuffled to the end of the train, but he is right on Duke Medjin, and Duke Medjin that time able to go by Massimino. It is all changing inside the top 5 for every position except for the top 1. Arias Duke Medjin trying to rebound. He has been kicked backwards again. Jarsakrak on by. Paulie Massimino is still right there, P5. Nathaniel Cicero has now joined them, and everybody locks back on to Brandon Tyner there up the road in 3rd, holding that final podium position. Jarsakrak trying to make up some ground. He has not gotten onto the podium once this season, but he is looking strong here on Sunday. What a turnaround this weekend has been here for Ryan Norberg. His USPKS championship did not start off strong back in Ocala, was decent in Newcastle overall, still trailed in the point standings. Now his championship rival, Connor Zilich, is in his rearview mirror for the 2nd day in a row, and he is not really gaining much ground there in 2nd. Back behind the top 2, though, Brandon Tyner's lead, only 2 kart lengths maybe back to Brandon Jarsakrak, 3 at the best. Arias Duke Medjin is coming along for the ride, so is Nathaniel Cicero, his RPG teammate, but everybody's going to be going forward in Jarsakrak. Already on by. He's in 3rd. Duke Medjin a kart length away as the national number 1. He's onto the box here at Road America on Sunday right now. Here comes Duke Medjin for 4th. Looking. Crossover move. Tyner's going to go back to the inside. Here comes Cicero as well. Arias Duke Medjin just cannot seem to get high enough, and every time he goes forward, he's backwards. This time 2 spots lost, and Cicero able to go by both of them. He's into 4th, one of the fastest drivers all weekend. Not the best start here today, but he is in the top 5 now. P4 trying to chase down the reigning 4-time US Pro Kart Series champion in Brandon Jarsakrak, who is showing no signs of slowing down and is hungry to get back onto the box once again here this season. Ryan Norberg still leads the way though, a 2.5 back to Connor Zilich. White flag in the air as he looks for a clean sweep on the weekend. It has been unbelievable to see Ryan Norberg back in pure form. The confidence is definitely back for the 348. The swagger is there, and he has looked just as good as he did 5 years ago when he first burst onto the scene with his first national championship. Connor Zilich behind him, running solidly, and an impressive rookie season, but a pair of silver medals is all he'll be able to come away with as Ryan Norberg scores the double victory at Road America. Brandon Jarsakrak completed the podium in 3rd. Connor Zilich just a little bit short to end up P2.
I don't know. I don't think I could have done much. My go-kart felt good. We'll go on to GoPro, and hopefully I can do better there.
Some drivers just made some questionable moves out there to move up to the front, but you know what? I consider it a win because we found quite a bit of pace. So
Tried to get out early as much as I could, and then we just kept pulling and pulling and pulling. So it was a good race.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we beat him this weekend, boys?
I don't have the answer. We're kind of at a loss.